everyone, my name is AJ, and I wanted to take a little bit to show you how to create a Pathfinder 2nd Edition remastered character in Fantasy Grounds. There was some discussion on the Fantasy Grounds Discord about there not being enough resources for this, and so I wanted to kind of toss my hat into the ring. Now, what I've done here is I've created a brand new Pathfinder 2e remastered campaign. You're going to be seeing this on my screen from the Game Master's perspective, but it's going to be pretty close to the player's perspective. The first thing you want to do is go to the tool menu. It's right up here. All these are drop-down menus, right? These are very useful. You want to go to the tool drop-down. Nope, I'm sorry. You want to go to the library drop-down. Not the tool drop-down, the library drop-down. And you want to click right here on the modules button. Once your modules window is open, you want to go to the bottom left-hand corner of the modules window and click on the activation button. Now, I have a lot of modules available because I'm a big old Fantasy Grounds geek, but you will likely only have what your Game Master decides to share with you. Now, I'm going to search by author. I'm going to search for just things that Paizo has created. And I'm not going to go with the Orc license. I'm not going to go with I'm not going to go with the open RPG stuff. I just want to load Monster Core. Click it and wait for it to load. When it loads, you'll see the book is open, or something will change there depending on whatever theme your Fantasy Grounds is using. Once you've got, so we're going to look for the. Let's also search for by name. Look for player. All right, so I want to load Player Core. Notice I click the load button. The book opens up. I click Player Core 2, load. The book opens up, and I now have those resources loaded. Now, as GM, I can load modules or other things. I can load map packs, but we don't need those right now. All we need is Monster Core, Player Core, and Player Core 2. Now, really, all you need is Player Core. Once you have Player Core, you can create 8 different character classes worth of characters. Player Core 2 adds options to that, and Monster Core, you don't need it. You probably won't load it. Your GM will load it. I don't know why I loaded it. My bad. All right. Once that's done, you can close that. Now, you also probably will not see this. It's a GMDC panel, which is useful for GMs, but not for players. All right. Once your modules are loaded, you want to close your library dropdown and come to the player dropdown. Under the player dropdown, you want to click characters. The character selection window will open. You can see there's no characters here. We're going to click the green plus sign for add item. Now, these will be a little bit different depending on what theme you're using. If you're using the Starfinder stuff, your stuff will probably be blue or purple, but it's all going to be, you have a basic understanding of it. Now, when I click the add item button, you'll notice that my character sheet pops up. If I want to, I can close the character selection window. My character sheet pops up. I'm going to give this character a name, and I'm going to call him Father Donovich, for no reason at all. No reason at all. And you'll notice that I have the character tracker, a character generator tracker here. Before I had the name, let's see if I can get rid of that. All right. Yeah, so this is the default theme. It doesn't have the word care gen tracker up here, but others might. All right, so we'll put Father Donovich back there. Now, I want to give him a portrait. So I can come here, I can look for portraits, and I'm just gonna find something out of the Pathfinder 2 player core options here. Let's go with this one. Kind of looks, yeah, it's a halfling. I know. It's not Father Donovich. Whatever. We got a name. We've got a portrait. Now your GM will see your portrait and everybody will see your name and your portrait up here. So they'll be able to tell which character sheet is yours. If you close your character sheet, you can always come back up there and reopen it. I don't see it up there because I'm the GM creating a character. But if you were a player, you would see it would default to up there. You may have moved it somewhere else. Okay. Now, just like in Pathfinder 2 at the table, creating a character is as easy as A, B, C. Ancestry, background, class. I'm going to click on the Ancestry button right here, and this is going to pop up the Select Ancestry for Father Donovich. Now, you'll also notice that it gives the source over here for all of the ancestries that are available. These are the modules that we loaded. If we hadn't loaded any modules, then we wouldn't see anything. So, if you don't see anything here, go back to step 1 and load your modules. Father Donovich, from the from the village of that place, is going to be human. So we'll click Add to PC there. Now it brings up options for what kind of a human we want him to be, or do we want him to have a versatile heritage? Do we want him to be Ayuvaran, half elf, or do we want him to be changeling, or Dhampir, or Dromar, or Duskwalker, or Nephilim? We're just going to go, because we're filthy, nasty little power gamers, we're going to click on Versatile Heritage and choose that. Now we have the racial ability or ancestry ability score boosts. Father Donovich, for no apparent reason, is going to be a cleric. He's going to have a boost to wisdom and charisma. Okay. And now we've got that. You'll notice over here, wisdom and charisma are at a +1, and the background option is open. I'm going to click on background. Once again, it brings up all of the available options, and there are a lot of options. Father Donovich is just to make an easy character, Father Donovich is going to be a field medic. Whoop. Sometimes those error messages will pop up. You just close them. They'll get them fixed. Now, we need a background ability boost. We want to go with wisdom. Select a free background ability boost. Notice we can't pick wisdom again. So we'll pick Constitution. All right. And once that is done, once that's done, if this window is still open, you can go ahead and close it. Then we can go to class and level. Father Donovich is obviously going to be a cleric. What kind of a cleric? He's going to be a cloistered cleric. Okay. Key ability score, wisdom at a level, background boosts. Your 4 free class boosts are in step 4. So we want wisdom, charisma, constitution, and dexterity. We'll take all 4 of those. Do you want to add the default class equipment? Yeah, sure. I'd like him to have the basic stuff. He can't wear chainmail because we have a cloistered cleric, but we are going to take a healer's toolkit and deity's favored weapon. Now, it's going to tell us to manually add that. Why doesn't it automatically add it? Because we haven't selected a deity. Once we select a deity, we'll know what that deity's favored weapon is. For example, Sarenrae's favored weapon is the scimitar. We would add that manually. Okay. And that's most of it, right? Now, over here in our character generator tracker, by the way, if you ever accidentally close your character generator tracker, you can reopen it from this button right here. See? They thought of everything. Now, we'll scroll down. Feature, deity applied to Father Donovich, no automation applied, check entry, and manually apply if needed. What does that mean? Well, it just simply means that Father Donovich has a deity. Which deity is Father Donovich going to serve? I'm just going to say he's going to serve Sarenrae, because Sarenrae is awesome. And that's all we have to do. Now we know there's no automation required for that. Now, feature, cleric spellcasting added to Father Donovich. Automation has been applied, if appropriate, has been applied. Class and hit points, class plus con times level for Father Donovich equals 9. What does that mean? It's already given us our full hit points for cleric, 8 plus our con. What? I don't know. Maybe I'm not sure. All right. But then we've got our racial hit points as well. And humans will start with 8 hit points, or 9 hit points. 9 hit points. So that. Now, we need to train Father Donovich in a total of 2 skills. How do we do that? We did not increase our intelligence in step 4, so just 2 skills. We're going to come over here to our skills tab right here. We're going to click on the pencil to edit the list. I want Father Donovich to be trained in medicine, so I'm going to click there and change that from a dash to a T. And I want Father Donovich to be trained in survival. Okay? Change that from a dash to a T. Click on the pencil again to stop editing list, and you'll notice that Father Donovich has his proficiency, his trained 2 plus his level 1 there. So in his lore warfare skill, where his intelligence score is 0, he has 2 trained plus 1 level. But in his medicine skill, where he has 2 trained plus 1 level, plus his wisdom ability, or wisdom modifier, he has a plus 7 in there. So even when I rolled a 3, I got a 10. Still didn't help anybody, but it's there. Okay, Fantasy Grounds has already added 150 silver pieces to Father Donovich. Trained in 1 skill determined by your choice of deity. Now, here's where I need to know what my deity is going to be and what their favorite, or what their skills are. I happen to know that one of Sarenrae's domains is healing. That gives her the medicine skill. But we've already trained medicine. Did we waste a skill? No. You would have in 5th edition D&D, not in Pathfinder 2. Pathfinder 2, the default rule in Pathfinder 2 is if you're already trained in a skill and you gain training in that skill, again, from some other source, you gain training in any other skill you want. So we're going to come back here. We're going to click on Edit List again. And we're going to give Father Donovich training in... I'm looking for another wisdom skill here. And it looks like nature is the one. All right, survival and nature. He's sort of shaping up to be an outdoorsy kind of guy. But there's that. Religion skill trained. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. 1 level of cleric added. Background, field medic. Okay, add 1 ancestry feat. You'll notice the heading, or the font here changed. Add 1 ancestry feat. Well, how do I do that? It's right here. It's right here on your character generator tracker. ANC, ancestry. I click there. It shows me the ancestry feats that Father Donovich qualifies for. If he were Ayuvaran, there would also be a list of elf feats here, right? If he were Dromar, there would also be a list of orc feats here. Father Donovich, I think we're going to take the adapted cantrip feat. I click there, click add to PC, and it's done. Add 1 ancestry feat, that's what we just did. Scroll down. Thought he got a general feat as well, but maybe not. Now, how do I know? Well, if I don't know, I can always come over to the character drop down. I can click on classes. I can find cleric. I can click there and scroll. I can make this bigger if I want to, and scroll down and see what he gets. Ancestry and background, right? Attribute boosts, initial proficiencies, deity, cleric spellcasting, divine font, doctrine. He did not get a general feat. So that's that. Can close all of these. Can close that. Are we done? Nope, we still need to do spellcasting. So we're going to come back here. We're going to see that Father Donovich has access to cantrips and level 1 spells. His divine font, what are we going to put for our divine font? All we have to do is come over here to spells. We can sort by magical tradition, arcane, divine, occult, primal. We can sort by focuses or rituals. We don't have to. I know what spell I want for my divine font. I'm going to pick heal. Now, that's based on your deity. Some deities will only offer heal, some deities will only offer harm, and some deities will offer a choice of heal or harm. I'm going to click, drag, and drop heal into my divine font. There it is. Now, for my spells, as a divine caster, I have access to all of the spells on my spell list. I can filter this down for cleric. I can filter this down for level 1 spells. I can filter this down for divine. Okay, too many filters there. Trait. No, I don't want traits. Now we're going to pick cantrips. So we'll just get rid of that. Get rid of that. Some of the filters overlap each other, override each other, and cause problems. Divine cantrips. Okay. Now, I believe he only knows a set amount. Only knows a set amount of cantrips. Now, instead of going all the way back over to character, class, cleric, I can come back to my main tab and click there and click there because it's already on your sheet. You can scroll down and see which cantrips or how many cantrips your cleric has access to. You can prepare 2 first-rank spells and 5 cantrips each morning. And you can, from the divine spell list, so I guess I have access to all of the cantrips. Now, I certainly could come back to my actions tab and click and drag all of the cantrips onto my sheet. And you might want to do that. I've done that before. It doesn't really cause much of a problem. I've heard other people say it'll lag their computers. So we're going to give Father Donovich the light cantrip because he's a human. We're going to give him the guidance cantrip because he's awesome like that. We're going to give him divine lance. We're going to give him shield. And we're going to give him stabilize. All right. For level 1 spells, we've got our divine font there. We're going to go from cantrips to spells. Now we're just going to empty that one. Go to level 1 divine spells, and I can drag all of these over if I want to. I don't have to. I think I'm only going to use a set number, but I'll have access to them later if I decide halfway through the campaign that I want to change it. So we will click, drag, and drop message and protection and these are, let's see, message C1 is a cantrip. I don't want that. So I'm going to edit this, click on the trash can, delete item, and stop editing. List protection is a spell 1. All right, there we go. 1 divine spell. All right. Now I'm going to add, because I can, I'm going to add the harm spell. I'm going to add mystic armor because we're going to be unarmored. I'm going to add, I don't know, whatever you like. Command, you can add all of them or none of them. And let's go ahead and add Bane and Bless because those are awesome spells. And then we can close this. Now what do? I want to get ready to play. I'm going to come down here to Mode, click Standard, click Preparation. I can prepare 2 first level spells. It tells me that right here. So I'm going to prepare a casting of Bless, and I'm going to prepare a casting of Mystic Armor. Now I go from Preparation to Combat, and it only shows me Bless and Mystic Armor. Oh, I forgot to prepare cantrips. So I'm going to prepare each cantrip because they don't burn up spell slots. Now when I go back to Combat, it shows me my cantrips, it shows me my spells, shows me my divine font. I can go from display minimum actions to display all actions. Now, if Father Donovich wants to blast that filthy goblin with a divine lance, he can target the goblin with control click, or he can click, drag, and drop this onto the goblin. Roll it. Oh, look, I missed, but unless the goblin had a really bad AC. And if I hit, I could simply click, drag, and drop this onto the goblin to roll damage and apply it properly. And that is creating a character in Pathfinder 2E Remastered Edition for Fantasy Grounds. My name is AJ. I hope that's useful. Happy gaming.